Making videos. Oh, I can make a 24-minute long video now.
Oh my god.
But let's see. What was I talking about? Sorry, the first few videos are really short because it will only let me record for so long. But now it just bumped my thing up to 25 minutes, so I can make this one last. But what was I talking about? Zodiac and the comparison between RPGs and real life. So I talked about how we each have a certain vitality, charisma, all this different stuff. And yeah, we got Levi back in here.
Yo, back in here. What up?
I haven't even discussed this theory with him yet. But
theories are theories, and sometimes they're not meant to be spoken unless it's in the right time and manner.
Yeah, basically. When the public needs to know, it will come out. And that's why I've started making these videos and such. But like I told you, my head's very sporadic, so I'll bounce around a lot of topics and stuff. But so let's see. I don't know really where to start this one. Like,
I don't know. You feel if I get a little camera time? Alright, here we go. So, I just want to show you. My name is Lil Stack. I go as Levi. That's my name. I'm a Leo. As you see, I got my gemstone with 14 karat gold. That's what it is when you are living the high life, because you worked hard and you gotta play hard now. You know what I mean? Just not with men, because we're in an all men's facility. I don't like the gay shit. But this is the room that I come to and enjoy Hippie. He now has placed smart boards all across his room, which are intelligently smart, because now he can remember his lost thoughts he never thought he could find. That's pretty intelligent shit right there. I don't know if I'm smart or not. I tell myself I'm not smart, but I am smart, to contradict the fact that I'm actually very intelligently and not stupid at the point of time. So, I just want to get a little bit of camera time, see what you guys think of Lil Stack. Just hit the likes button and comments Lil Stack if you like me, if I need to do more video time. And Hippie's always got video time because this is his phone, and we record live every day. We're going to start doing probably 3 videos every single day. Morning, you know, like lunch and breakfast. I mean, not breakfast, because we had breakfast for lunch. It's kind of confusing, but yeah, morning, evening, and nighttime. That's what we're gonna do. And he's playing Final Fantasy, and now here is his latest Final Fantasy conversion to his life. Peace out.
Alright, well that's Levi, Lil Stack. But anyway, so let's see. Alright, good thing about RPGs, right? If you know how the universe and everything, you know that there has to be a constant state of momentum. You have to keep on moving. And that does not mean you have to physically be moving. I mean, you can move your eyes in multiple different ways. You can move your body. You can move... Just messing with your hair can alter reality. If you know what you're doing, you can literally alter it in just the right way, so that way everything falls into line for you. But if you try to do it too much or don't have the right intent behind it, it can also fuck you up very horribly, and cause hardships and bad things to happen. But one reason I like RPGs so much is because the AI is intelligent. That's why it's called artificial intelligence. Like it is literally different for every person. Like, say you're in a spot and you're same level as someone on a game, and you attack at the exact same time. Just because you hit a 12 does not mean that that other person is going to hit a 12. They may hit an 8 or a 7, or may hit higher than you. Maybe they've built their character a certain way and they hit 15 or 18 or something like that. Like, it is very unpredictable but predictable at the same time. You can look at numerology and you can learn all these different meanings of the numbers and all that different stuff. Learn how every letter has a number, and then you can start seeing words as numbers rather than letters. And let's see. But anyways, I like using video games for programming and reprogramming the mind. Not everybody will know how to do this. Not everybody understands how to do this, and not everybody will believe that you can do this. However, your brain is just a giant computer, full of all different electrodes and all this thing. I mean, that's common knowledge. But when you stop and think about it and learn about it, you can learn how to control these electrodes. You can send them out into the world. You can send them into the video games through your body. I mean, it's all electricity in one way or another, all energy. So like, and wireless, that's fun stuff. I mean, like, if you play online games, really pay attention to the people that you end up playing against, because it will tell you things. I mean, you'll see it as just names or just coincidences, but as you play, if you really try to tune in, you will start to hear thoughts and all this stuff. Like I've tested this theory with online video game called AVA, Alliance of Valiant Arms. It's a first-person shooter, and I didn't have a microphone or anything like that, so I couldn't communicate with my team. However, what I started doing is I would relay a message in my mind into the game, and my team would respond to it. Like I'd tell them, "Oh, there's a guy here," and then the next thing I know, that guy that I was just talking about is dead. This is not the only game that I've tested this theory on. I've tested this mental capacity stuff with people, with animals, with the world around me, trees, plants, grass, bugs, you name it. I've probably tried communicating with it in one way or another. And I'm not saying everything I hear is from said thing that I try to speak to, because me being a fixed air sign, I am naturally able to pull things out of the air. I mean, we all are with practice, but that is one of my natural abilities, is to be able to pull things out of the air, like, and hear the voices with the universe. I am naturally connected to the universe because I naturally understand that we are all connected in one way or another, and that's through energy, through the planet, through the stars, through the solar system, everything. And I've come to understand and believe that we are all divine. We are all God-like, and we can ascend to being gods in itself, because we are all creators. Just as the Creator created us, we can create the same. I've had too many odd occurrences throughout life to not believe in that fact. Like, I'm not asking you to believe in it, but I'm asking you to keep an open mind, because if your mind is closed all the time, you will never realize your true potential. You will never realize what you can really do and what you can't do, because seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing. We've been led down a wrong path. The school systems are corrupt. The government is corrupt. The government is actually ran by a thing called the shadow government. You can look it up. And you may not believe it. You may just think it's a conspiracy theory. But it's really not. I've spent numerous hours contemplating, theorizing, and testing these theories and all this. My brain's starting to tingle just thinking about it.
That's the greatness of hippie.
Anyways, like, back to the video games. Like, for instance, we all have a natural flow. The way you move in a video game is not going to be the same as another person moves. You're not going to turn at the right or at the same times. You're not going to attack at the same time. You're not going to attack in the same way. You're not going to do things the same as another person. Like, you may take one task in a game, and another person's going to take a completely different task and take a different route. It's the same with life. You can learn a lot from video games, and you can learn a lot from movies, because movies are great things. Like, there's so much subliminal messaging in it, and so much. I mean, there's good and bad aspects to all this. I'm not going to deny that, but if you learn to understand how to do this stuff, it can be very, very beneficial for your life. Gamers, whether they believe it or not, know this. It's in their subconscious mind, and not everybody is connected to their subconscious mind. A lot of us keep our subconscious separate from our conscious, because consciousness is more physical, is more in the physical realm. Our subconscious is a thing that says, well, let's try this a different way. Let's look at this in another perspective. Let's try to look at a bigger picture here. And then your subconscious will figure all this stuff out, and you'll do things subconsciously. You cannot deny me that you do things subconsciously. You'll start doing things that you just don't understand why you do, but you just know that it feels like the right thing to do. I do it all the time. Like, I'm not saying I'm 100% good at magic or anything like that. However, I can go out and I can perform a ritual and just have a faint idea of what I need to do consciously, and I just let my subconscious take over, and I perform some beautiful ritual. Like, when I did that the other night, I was thanked by the gods and shit for acknowledging them and thanking them. I felt the energy as soon as the ritual, like, not even when it was over. During the ritual process, I could feel the energy and everything. And as kids, we knew this stuff. We weren't able to do this stuff because a lot of this stuff, well, for one thing, it's all taboo, so people don't want you to learn it. They don't want you to practice it. They don't want you to study it. They want you to live life the way you are taught to live. They want you to follow the lines. They want you to go with the flow of everybody else. But when you do that, you're following the collective reality rather than distinguishing and creating your own reality. Everybody has their own reality. Everybody lives within their own reality within this other reality. It's the way the universe is created, the way all universes are created. Yes, I said all universes because every person is entitled to their own universe. Not everybody is capable of running their own universe because they do not understand what it is to run a universe. Not everybody are leaders. Some people will just follow and they will be accepted into universes. Our physical universe is not our only universe. I know that I've created a universe within myself. That's what makes me divine. That's what makes you divine. It is having that knowledge and being able to run with it. Being able to do things yourself. Not relying on anyone or anything, whether it be a higher energy force, a lower energy force, or anything like that. Like, I'm an Aquarius. I'm here to advance your mind, to unlock doors within your mind. Bring your consciousness closer to your consciousness so you can develop a love for yourself not yet understood. You may not be able to comprehend the things that I say, and you may just call me a whack job, crazy crackadoodle, but it doesn't matter because I know what I know. I've already stated that. And if you do your research, if you don't believe me, you can look up an Aquarius and it will tell you everything you need to know, and you will see that I'm not bullshitting you. I am simply telling you how things are. You may not be able to do what I do, but I've shown people what I can do, and you wouldn't believe what I can do. But I've shown people this because I want people to understand what I can do. I want people to understand what they can do. The world is a magical place. That's how it was designed. I mean, our earthly magic is different than star magic. Star magic is one thing that I'm good at. Star mages are born in the Aquarius timeline. I'm also born on a magical day. The day the 30th is a magical day. It's a magical number. You can look it up if you don't believe me. But anyways, there's magic in everything. There's magic within your body. There's magic within your soul. Like, the soul is a beautiful thing. You can take pieces and you can throw pieces away. But if you throw pieces away, then you're gonna lose pieces of yourself. I mean, I've taken parts of people's souls, but they've been freely given to me. Like, there's been blood magic rituals done to ensure that I got the pieces of soul and all this. And you'd be surprised on what people will trade you for their souls. Like, and I'm not like the god or the devil or anything like that. I do not take full souls. I take bits and pieces. I take the pieces that you no longer want or need. Like, for instance, I took somebody's pain and sorrow away that they couldn't deal with anymore. And what I did is, I'm an alchemist as well. Because with magic, you're going to learn alchemy. You may not learn physical alchemy, like making potions and all that type of stuff, but you'll get a certain perspective on alchemy, which there's many different paths of alchemy. There's the spiritual path, there's I think there's like 3 main pathways. There's inner alchemy, physical alchemy, and then what's the third one? I can't remember what the third one is. I don't know. If I think about it in another video or before this one's over, I'll say it, but I don't remember what it is right off the top of my head.
That's a lot of information to compromise. But the thing is,
comprehend, not compromise.
That's what I meant. All right. Sometimes I slip out. Yeah, we're just having fun on these videos. We're just speaking about life. We're just showing life. but you got to comprehend what he's saying because it truly is the truth. He came in at this facility at the same place. We didn't know anything what we were doing. He did his own thing, I did his own thing. We came together, we found out we both had a little magic in us, yes. And we then proceed to build our friendship. We got the dirty kid king master, we got the clean kid master. And this guy only goes for his needs. I go for my wants, and that's what brings us together in the black and white of a yin yang symbol. So therefore, you just gotta comprehend it in your own words to build your own life. Because to be a galaxy and to help build a galaxy with many planets, like you're a little planet in a little outer sea galaxy. You got to make what you want of your life for real. Stop, drop, do the flip flop, and just fucking do it, okay? I'm serious. This is real shit. So, anyways, I want you to let us know how we truly are with our words, because we're speaking the truth and that's it. That's all we want people to listen to is our truth. And yes, I speak a lot with my hands. That's why you see my hands going around. And you see the 4 rings. And I just happened to give a ring to my girl today. And I'm very happy for it. And I cherish it. But anybody, men, women, man, she, I don't fucking know. You know, we're just having fun, alright? But just let us know how we're actually doing. Because right now in life, we are doing very good right now. Hippie can explain his part. I can explain my part. And this is going to be the end of me talking for this video. So keep it real and please comprehend and let us know how we are at this YouTube channel. Please. Bye.
Man. Words from a pupil.
See ya.
Oh shit. I'm gonna strap my controller. That's another thing. Be a controller. Don't be the one being controlled. A lot of times you might do stuff that, like I said, you don't understand and stuff like that. You're not always doing it with your subconscious mind. Sometimes you are being controlled. That is what the shadow government does. Like, they also know how to manipulate energy. They know how to manipulate words, the mind, all this. Like, I have physically been invaded into my... Well, I was wearing earbuds one day, and I was listening to music, and all of a sudden I felt this presence literally go into my ear and start digging through my body. Like, and it sounds crazy, I know it does, and like I said, I don't expect you to believe it, but just hear me out. This entity, this energy force, whatever it may be, it entered my body, and what I heard in my head was that it was examining me. It was seeing how far along I was. The thing was, it couldn't get into my brain completely, because I've been building walls my entire life, as you all do. Whether you realize it or not, you're building walls. Your mind is a very powerful thing, and if you cannot protect your mind, your power source, how are you to protect your physical body? How are you to protect what you want, what you crave, what you love? I mean, it's just, I mean, it is what it is, like I said. But anyways, this thing came and invaded my body, and parts of me said that it was an alien entity, something like that, but I don't like looking at things like aliens, different species. Well, I mean, there's different species, obviously. There's many different species, most that you don't even understand or realize. But not all are on a good agenda with us. Like, supposedly the reptilian race is trying to take over the earth. Like, we are supposedly under the control of the blues, if I remember correctly, which, if you've ever done any research into aliens, everybody knows the Greys. The Greys are that gray alien with the triangular shaped face, big black eyes. Well, the blues are very similar to that, except for their skin is a light pale blue, and their eyes are not completely black. But they are supposedly the ones that are protecting us from all these other races. And they want us to prosper, but at the same time they don't want us to advance too fast. Because the past civilizations, they advanced too fast, got too high and mighty, and more than likely they tried taking over something they shouldn't try to take over. That's why Atlantis fell. That's why the Romans fell. That's why all these civilizations fall, is because they get too big for their britches and they're still destructive, so they have to be destroyed. I'm trying to show you how to open yourself and be productive rather than destructive. We need no fucking wars. We need no hate. We need no pain. We don't need any of that. We need love and compassion. We need to be unified. We need to become one with each other and one with our universes, corresponding with our universes. Like, people, they favor lust, they favor greed, they favor all this different stuff. I'm not saying if that's what you want to do to not do it, but I'm saying it is unneeded and unwanted by the people that are actually, or not by the people, I shouldn't say people, by the entities that actually want us to advance. This is a time of advancement. We are moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. We are in a transitional period here. And the age of Aquarius is supposed to be one of high knowledge, high intellect, peace, harmony, tranquility, all this stuff. Like, we are to live as the monks do, without having to be a monk, without having to take vows of silence, without having to sit in a commune, without having to do all this. Like, there's no reason that we need to pay to live. That's all we do now. The government has literally made it so that we have to pay just to be alive. Like, our birth certificates are literally a banknote because the US is so in debt. Like, we have a price on our life before we're ever even old enough to know anything. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, we do not need birth certificates to tell us who we are. It's a way for them to keep track of us. It's a way for them to try to keep control of us. And it's a way for them to put value on every human life that's in their country. Like, I specifically do not have a birth certificate anymore. Like, I don't carry a social security card. I don't carry an ID. I don't carry any of that because I do not need to be identified. I do not need to be tracked. I do not need to be watched unless I want to be watched. But no, this is a lot of shit to fucking put out, and they tell me not to put it out, but I don't really care. Like, the government doesn't want you to hear this shit. They don't want you to understand these type of perspectives. They don't want you to understand this stuff, because if you do, then they know the people will rise up against them, and they will no longer hold that trump card. They don't hold the trump card anyways. The people do, because the people there's more of the people than there are the higher powers, like the Rothschilds, the governments itself, Putin, Trump. Fuck them all. Like, they do not know what's best for everybody. It's people like me that are open-minded and actually care about the universe, about the people on the planet, about everything, that actually make a difference. That's the only reason I've made this channel, is to try to show and share my knowledge. Like, and you might not see it as knowledge, like I said, you might just see it as blabbering, but to me, it doesn't really matter. The people that understand, the people that want to know, will take this and they'll run with it, and they will develop their own perspective on it, and through that, they will learn to create their own universe. They will learn to not control, because you don't want to control. You want to lead your universe into a higher space. But anyways, this video is getting real long. Time's about up on it, and if you like the things that I say and stuff, like I said, like, share, comment, and we'll see if we can get some more topics going and stuff like that. I already told you I do my research into the topics before I put a video up. Now, I'm gonna try to put as many videos up as I can as the thoughts come to me and stuff. Like, I'm always in my head, so I always got stuff rolling in there. It's just a matter of finding what to say. But anyways, I love y'all, whether you like me or not. You're either gonna love me or you hate me, but to me it doesn't matter, because I love y'all. Anyways, peace out.